And let us roll up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. Up to the knuckles and across. And squeeze the index finger and thumb. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. Pinky. Go around the back. Switch. 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 Hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. Put the ball on the floor. Assess the feet. Step on the ball in the middle of the foot, press 3 times. Go up to the knuckles, press once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Bring the ball to just below the ball of the foot and press to the side of the top of the heel and to the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. Release, reassess. Repeat with the other foot. 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one. Release, reassess. And let's do some good mornings. And then shake the tree. We're going to get the ball out of the way, of course. Three, two, one. Center, twist it the waist, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, gather starlight. And center, gather from the other side. And center, take some steps forward. And then knee to the opposite elbow. Slap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk or march or jog. All right, it is Zach Bush Day, with or without weights. I may wind up doing it without weights. I banged up my left shoulder running for a ball in the rain on the wet grass and falling yesterday. But I did dive for a ball later in the game and caught it. But it's a little banged up, so we'll see. And we'll do some rolling after class. Alright, I'm gonna run, and whatever you do, be safe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10. 20. 30. Take 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers, bring the hands up. Come up on your toes if you can. Come on, back down, bend back if you can. Back to center, bend to one side. Go the other way. Back to center. Lower your hands, push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace your fingers behind your back. Raise up. Go a little higher. And come on down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. Roll forward. Extend the arms and rotate. Go the other way. One palm down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring one arm across, press in. And then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release, squeeze. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And then put your fists on your temples and move your elbows forward and back. Come on down and rotate at the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. And come back to center. Bring one hand over the top, cup the ear. Look up, chin up, tug gently. Chin down. Bring the other hand over, chin up. And down. All right, let's grab a stick. We're inside the arch on one foot, other leg comes out, bend that knee, slide down the stick, hinge at the waist, stretch the other thigh. And then go the other way. Come on up, bring the stick in front of the toes of one foot, rest the top on the collarbone. Slide down, raise the sole, and wiggle. And come on up, and then press the sole of that foot against the stick. Repeat with the other leg. Hamstring first. And then the sole. All right, we're going to do the booyah stick flip-flops to begin. And then some big circles out. Putting it in. And go laterally one way. And then the other. Bring the stick behind the back into the crook of the elbows. Twist at the waist. And then bend back if you can, otherwise keep twisting. And come on up. Tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. And then bring the stick up to the shoulders. Twist the body, keep the head and hips facing forward. And then take the stick up, above, below, and behind if you can. And put it at the shoulders and push out. And then bring it to one side, hold on at or near the top and swing behind. Other arm. And then bring the stick to the front, hold on with two hands, one hand or finger to the top, step back on the toes for a second, back on the heels for a second. Rock and roll for about 20. All right, and then bring the stick to one side, come up on the toes of the other foot, lift the foot if you can, move the leg if you can, bring the stick up if you can, and move it if you can. Three, two, one. Bring the stick down, come up on the other foot with the stick in the other hand. Same routine. Three, two, one, and come on down. All right, let's grab whatever you're going to use in your hands if you are. And we got 4 moves. We've got a squat, we've got a front raise, ouch, around the clock, inside or outside, and a press. We're going to move the squats around, but we're going to start with it. We're also going to pick up speed 3 times. We're going 10 reps each. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 2. Front raises. Breath. Around the clock, I'm going to go outside to start. Breath. And presses. All right, take a few breaths. We're going to move squats to number 2. And we'll start with front raises in 3, 2, 1. Breath. Squats. A little faster. We're halfway there. Breath. I'm going to go inside. And a breath. Presses. And take a few breaths. Move squats into number 3. Last round in a 3, 2, 1. Faster yet. Breath. I'm doing 5 and 5. Breath. Squats. And breath. Presses. All right. Put the weights down. Rub those hands together. Cultivate chi. Form that chi ball. And center, 2 breaths. Let's open our hearts. Pause on this inhale, exhale, send it out. And the center. 2 breaths. Bring down chi. Scoop it up. And namaste. All right, we're going to do 4-7-8 breathing. Count to 4 in through the nose, hold for 7, exhale for 8 through the mouth. And I don't know, let's do 7. Ready? Here we go. Okay, namaste. Huh?
Thank you, Thom.
You're very welcome. All good?
Next time.
All righty. Richard, we'll do some rolling. You want to grab a ball and a mat? And we'll hit the floor. All right. Let's start with the ball up below the upper trapezius on one side. Looking for that tight, tender spot. Rolling it around. Once you find that spot, lean into it, breathe into it, and hold. And then move over to the rear deltoid, the back of the shoulder, back of the shoulder on the same side. Again, look for a tight tender spot and hold. And then go over to the other trapezius. And then the other rear deltoid. All right, take the ball and bring it down to the gluteus maximus on one side. Again, looking for a tight tender spot. When you find it, hold. And then move it up and to the side, gluteus medius, same side. And then repeat on the other side, gluteus maximus first. And gluteus medius. All right, we can put the ball to the side and grab the roller. Bring it underneath the hairline. And move your head left to right, noting any restrictions, any pain, whether one side is more flexible than the other. And then stay to the right and do 5 circles in both directions. Nod. And then go to the left side and do 5 circles in both directions. And nod. Then come to the middle and do 10 figure eights, starting in one direction for 5 and in the other direction for the other 5. And and then nod. And then go ear to ear again and see if you have noted any, if you can note any difference. All right, and then bring the roller to the middle of the rib cage. Roll from the middle of the rib cage to the bottom of the rib cage, back to the middle a few times. And then from the middle to the top of the shoulders. And then from the top of the shoulders to the bottom of the rib cage, not below, and back to the top a few times. And then bring the roller to below the pelvis. Lift up your knees, bring them to the right, and do 4 circles in both directions. Do 5. I'm sorry. And then some bicycles. Reverse. And then go over to the left side and do 10 circles, 5 in each direction. And then some bicycles. Reverse. And then come to the center. Lift your legs, knees up, and do 10 figure eights, starting in one direction for 5, and then the other direction for the other 5. And then do some bicycles. And reverse. And that should do it. All good? All righty. Take care.